Well, former FBI Deputy Director Andy McCabe doubling down on why he says he was fired from the agency and tells CBS's 60 Minutes that Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein considered ways to remove President Trump from office.
The Deputy Attorney General offered to wear a wire into the White House. He said, I never get searched when I go into the White House. I could easily wear a recording device. They wouldn't know it was there. Now, he was not joking. He was absolutely serious. The reason you would have someone wear a concealed recording device would be to collect evidence. And in this case, what was the true nature of the president's motivation in calling for the firing of Jim Comey? A discussion of the 25th Amendment was simply Rod raised the issue and discussed it with me in the context of thinking about how many other cabinet officials might support such an effort. The Deputy Attorney General was definitely very concerned about the president, about his capacity, and about his intent at that point in time. I believe I was fired because I opened a case against the President of the United States.
Well, Rod Rosenstein has denied all of McCabe's charges. The White House also responding to that interview, saying that he has no credibility. So let's bring in former prosecutor David Bruno to unpack all of this. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Lauren.
First off, does McCabe have credibility? I mean, he was fired from the FBI for allegedly lying and essentially leaking. He's also hawking a book right now. Does he have credibility?
Yeah, good points, right? He didn't get his pension. Trump fired him. He lied to the FBI and the Inspector General, and there's a referral for criminal charges against him. And he's probably broke, right? So for all those reasons, no, I don't. But it's interesting as to who do we believe here between Rosenstein and McCabe? Because while he doesn't have credibility, he may be telling partial truths, and we never really know what went on because there are so many questions revolving around this investigation, and one of them is about Mr. Rosenstein himself.
So they're pretty explosive allegations is right. I mean, McCabe is saying that Rosenstein said, oh, they never searched me when I go into the White House. Of course, I could wear a wire. So do we do what Senator Graham is suggesting? We open another investigation to get to the truth, or does that just further distance the FBI's credibility in the minds of Americans? This
is being reviewed at the moment by the Inspector General, and at the end, we're going to get an overview of the Mueller investigation, how it started, and all of these conversations. So at the right time, unfortunately, this falls within the Russian interference investigation, and we're not going to be able to get everything at this point.
Yeah, let's pivot now and talk about this declaration of national emergency, because it is creating somewhat of a rift and maybe a definite rift in the Republican Party. The House is expected to introduce a resolution to override Donald Trump's declaration of a national emergency to get border wall money and construct the wall. What do you expect the Senate to do here? Do you expect some Republican senators to go the other way? And then do you expect the president to issue his very first veto in order to get his money?
Yeah, I would hope that Republicans stand firm here. But if they don't, certainly he's going to veto it. Right? This is a decision that's going to be made within the courts. And like the president said when he announced this decision, the Republicans are probably going to lose in the district court,
right,
in the circuit court, and it's going to be up to the United States Supreme Court, which is a conservative court at the moment.
So you expect the high court then to side with President Trump?
I really don't know. This is a really tough legal decision. I mean, he has broad rights under the National Emergency Act, and there's no defining emergency under that statute. So I think he will be able to succeed on that point. But then it is this a necessary project for the military? And we really don't know, and it's going to be up to the court to make that determination.
Yeah, and then does it backfire when you have Democrats trying to do the same thing, I don't know, for climate control or something like that, using the national emergency powers? David Bruno, thank you for your perspectives this morning.
Pleasure.